What's up, everyone? Good afternoon. Good evening. Just waiting for folks to jump on, and then we could discuss good old Blue Ridge talk, I guess. The internet version of pillow talk. Not quite. Not Zen, you're the first up, brother. How you doing, man? Or woman. Hey, Bill. Good afternoon, sir. Armando. El Toro. Hey, Scott. How you doing, man? Glad to see you, brother. Long time no see. Road to 2K. Hey, Willie. Bob Long. Eric. Von Verlander. Been studying coins since 1995. Long time. Michael Smith. Hey, Mickey Robs. How you doing, brother? Good to see you on here. Wouldn't miss it for the world? Well, Thomas Joe happened to send me a Facebook notification that a certain important individual is on TV as we speak, or about ready to come on. So I'm going to be fighting up against some pretty stiff competition. Hey, Starland. Pretty good. I think I'm going out of my mind. Probably like a lot of you, just holed up in your house and I don't know, just trying to make something of nothing, I guess. Vaughn, yeah. If the pictures are good enough, it's important. So getting your lighting all squared up and everything. Hey, Emily. Oh, thanks, Basehead. Appreciate it, man. Hey, Kim. Yeah, it's a nice, tough date. Vaughn, it's BlueRidgeSilverhound@gmail.com. Yes, please send me email to your heart's content. I gotta do some stuff. Bill, I need to do more of that. So I've been told. I'm not quite immune compromised, but I do have hypertension and I'm just slightly overweight. So I'm just big boned, I guess. Hey, Juan. Good to see you, sir. Hope everyone's doing well. Hey, Spooter. 2019 D Nichols. I might get to that. Are they full rolls of 2019, like brand new? Steve, you're welcome, sir. It's the least I could do. Sorry, there's not like 4 or 5 of me to like address, questions and all that stuff. Hey, Scott, do you still have my email? Or I could shoot you the email. You lost my address already? Man, it's not like you. BlueRidgeSilverhound@gmail. So it's all one word. Yeah, lockdown survivor. It's feeling very apocalyptic right now. So I'm in Northern California, and my wife calls me. She works in town, not quite in Sacramento, but close to it. We have a bunch of National Guard in the area. If oh, your phone got hoit. Juan, you are in the epicenter of everything that's going on right now. How are you? What's the overall mood over there? I see the streets are like empty in town. It's crazy, just craziness. A friend of a friend had to go to San Francisco, and it's like with no traffic, which is what it is right now. It's like 2 hours to get there from the Central Valley area, and they have the Bay Bridge and the Golden Gate Bridge closed off. It's just all blocked off by all National Guards. So you need paperwork to prove that you need to go there for like a medical thing. because they got UCSF and all that over there. Oh, that's good. It's not pandemonia yet. I was actually able to score a 12-pack of toilet paper at a natural food store today, out of all places. The little birdie told me. I'm not a hoarder or anything. I'm like, man, I just need 1 pack of toilet paper. We make our own hand sanitizer. So, Steve, yeah, I'll be taking questions. Glad you asked. Oh, Mike, it's still like 290 where I'm at. I guess Kentucky's one of the first states to hit 99-cent gas. So I don't think it'll ever get that low where I'm at. Hey, Chris Goddard, Steve, yeah, I'll be taking some questions. Obviously, it's going to be tough to assess coins and stuff on a live stream. You're gonna have to email, what you got to me. Took you 2 weeks? Woo! Man. Wow. Hey, Coin Dragon. Got the emotes rolling. Good. Yeah, so first few minutes, 10 minutes or so, I wanted to see how you guys are doing. How you guys are holding up. I'm sure 90% of you are still working, with exception of the essential folks, healthcare professionals and store people, retail environment like Target, Walmart folks. Right? Package of toilet paper from Amazon. It's like $40 for a 6-pack. So insane. Oh man. Is that my good friend Paula? How you doing there, my lady? Matthew, the great coin roll hunter of this generation. Welcome. Yeah, well, as you guys know, I've been cranking out the videos, but even with all the videos, regardless of what I talk about, I've noticed a drop in everything: views, revenue, and CPM, and you name it. I'm sure, well, probably because of the content that I talk about, coins and currency. At this given juncture, it kind of takes a back seat to the more important stuff. But I'm not one to just capitalize on what's going on right now and just talking every single video about, COVID. That would just, I don't know. Oh, Coin Dragon. Yeah, we're in the same boat too. I'm sure, I have a feeling that there's more people that are infected with it than meets the eye, because there's not 10 million test kits out there. There isn't. So some facilities are barely working with like 50 to 100 kits. So and then it's like there's a prioritization. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it, man. The first one that's coming out will be in, I think, 2 weeks. The first 2020 West Point will be live then. Believe it or not, in spite of everything going on, yeah, Koi Dragon. Yeah, you're right. Like I had this scratchy throat thing going on last week. I'm like, oh crap, I think I have it, but no, it's just allergies. Because we have cherry blossoms and all that stuff, and I don't do very well. Yes. Yeah, I'm not one to fall into the fear-mongering type thing. But anyways, getting back to the 2020 West Points, 2 weeks. They will be released. I think it's Monday or Tuesday of the following week. I mean, you could start finding them. I know PCGS has the bounty, but they're closed right now for the foreseeable future. I know that they have it scheduled to close, I think, all the way up till April 9th or something to that effect. But I could possibly see it being closed a lot longer. Colorado Coin Hunter in the house. Wow, there's 95 of you watching me instead of, I guess the president is on TV as we speak. I was like, what am I gonna get the over or under? As far as like 50 people on my channel during this event. You know. So, anyways, glad everybody is like keeping a sane, level head throughout all this. Yeah, feel free to talk amongst each other. Thank you, Metal. Love you guys too. Troy, yeah. Who would want to chime in with this Sean Meister over here? Hey, Doty. Did I get that right, Doty? Or okay, I don't know. Coin flips. Yeah. That's what I think too. About 30 to 45 days. Um, Although, if I'm hearing this right, the possibility of opening up retail and stores and businesses here in about 2 weeks. I don't know if that's a good idea. Just ride it out, man. If you ride it out for 30 days, it's going to kill itself off. I finished all the 50s in the Lincoln Cent batch, and I have 40s left over. I'm going to save that probably in a week or two. First week of April, I'll probably go through that stuff. As of right now, I'm not obtaining any new lots of wheat cents. I usually buy 2 or 3 lots a month, and the lots are like 2,500 to 5,000. Hey, Sean for president. I don't know how effective that'll be, but okay. If anything, I'm gonna lobby to get you guys some more white products, paper products. Yes, bought your first mortgage. Congratulations. Price of coins are going down as expected. I sold a few, and I didn't fare too well. I even did the 7-day auctions. One coin, I believe I lost about $100. That didn't feel too well. I'm putting Paula. That's a good question. Let's schedule something for next week. I wanted to talk to you guys anyways about possibly doing a podcast, kind of like a coin hour after midnight, kind of a little bit more not for the kiddies. Not saying that that's what it's going to be all about, but it's just going to be like, talk about anything. I would be more yeah. Let's do it next week if we can. I still have a bunch of garage sale stuff I'm trying to sort through. Fortunately, we did our garage sale before all this went down, or else we would have had a boatload of crap in the garage. Yeah, Paula, I've always wanted to do a podcast with some of my contemporaries, and I'm like, man, I don't know a thing about doing podcasts, but I'm sure you guys can chime in a few things. Maybe we could do like a Zoom kind of Joe Rogan style podcast. That'd be cool. Bill 457. So did I get this right that the sales of firearms and all that stuff has gone up in the last 2 weeks? Did you guys hear about that? Armando, I don't think a garage sale would be a good idea, buddy. Not right now. Seeing as how everybody's all weird about getting within 4 feet from you. So, hey, Joanna. Am I right, Andrew? I think a podcast would be a really good idea. Actually, see this? I brought a blank slate with a bunch of sheets. Well, except for that. I think my daughter got to that. I didn't even know that was in there. Some scribble scrap. But anyways, I brought a blank sheet because I wanted to get your guys's, let's see, Murph. That show's on ice. It's going to disappear, and Rob is going to relaunch his own site, and that's fine. He's collaborating with a friend of his on the whole vintage toys thing, and I'm like, okay, that's good. I think it's better than the whole sports cards and all that stuff. He was wearing a gas mask. I'm like, come on, man, we're not gonna suffocate him with bad farts or anything. But so yeah, I'm not saying people are overboard. You do whatever you can to protect yourself. I'll clean up. Well, judging from the rates of toilet paper packs, I don't think I'll be cleaning up. I'll probably go bankrupt. Coin flips. Thank you for mentioning that because I was going to talk about that. Silver went up $1 today. It has gained back what, 35% of all of its losses in the last few days since like Friday. Charles, I intend to, along with the other 500 art pieces that my daughter has made for me. She's 7, God bless her heart, but man, she does art like a freight train. Yeah, so silver went up, which is good. I think when silver took a dive, people were preemptively profit taking, and they knew that, and it wasn't going down because of what's happening. I've always said along, silver or PMs or any of those type of commodities shoot up when the market goes to crap. Everybody was taking a little profit taken over there last week, and then now it's jumping back up. Gold went up $60 today. Not that, I'm completely into PMs. And by the way, your only shot at making any money is to buy the ETFs. The physical stuff is not available right now. All coin shops in my area, with exception of one, is closed in my area. And keep in mind, I have like 8 or 9 coin shops in the Sacramento area. So that's especially hurtful for people that need to sell like right away. I'm okay. Yeah, James. Yeah, I saw a guy with a big old gnarly gas mask. Looked like it was from World War II era. He raided his local, what do you call it, Army surplus store. Apparently, yeah, they ran out of gas masks. I'm like, you know how many people have used those things? Oh, you don't have any coin shops in Germany? How are you guys doing, by the way, in Germany? Are you guys really super locked down? Seeing as how you're close to Italy and all that great stuff. Tell us a little bit what's going on there. I can imagine it'd be crazy. Starbucks Jeff. For the very first time, I activated my Starbucks app just so I don't have to physically give someone my credit card through a drive-through. Is it like Walking Dead? Did they have these impromptu like walls of barbed wire and all this crap that they just put up, and army trucks and all that stuff? Hey, pretty good, Jeff. I'm trying to keep it lighthearted. This is all like very funny to me. Like when I did my video on cleaning money, I was like, I think there's pretty much like 10 other better ways of washing money than doing stupid soap and hot water. Like someone said, yeah, just pour some Bacardi 151 all over your paper currency as soon as you get them. You know, it's very absurd. I mean, the people that buy $300-400 in toilet paper, I'm like, you're not hurting my feelings, okay? But the person that actually needs one pack, you're hurting their feelings. I don't know if you guys seen it, but I might adopt a good old Filipino way of washing your behind. The Tabo. Have you guys seen the Tabo song? Tabo on YouTube. It's the funniest damn thing I've ever seen in my life. It's so funny. Apparently, it's a Filipino. He's one of the most popular influencers from the Philippines on there. Chris, Great Basin quarter errors. There's a few of them. Not so much errors. There's a few doubled dies. If you are interested in knowing more, there's a great website, doubleddie.com. That is Mr. Wexler's site. You go on there, and he's got a full catalog of just about any modern coin series when it comes to varieties. So doubled dies, anything like that. The great basic quarters, there are a few. Double die reverses. Um, have you guys seen that Facebook meme? I guess it's like, man, I used to spin that roll of toilet paper like it was a wheel of fortune, and then now I'm spinning it like I forgot. But anyways, it's funny. Tim, we're just keeping it lighthearted. We're just trying to, you know, see how everyone's doing. Oh man, it's been crazy. But like I was saying, I'm like, isn't the president on TV right now? Doing like a live address, you know? And I was like, oh yeah, there's gonna be less than 50 people on my live stream. So show some love. Hit that thumbs up thing. Troy, really? Hey, why don't you shoot me an email? We'll trade information. I don't. My post office has no PO boxes, so I'll give you my physical. Just don't tell everyone. I don't want my TP to be stolen. So BlueRidgeSilverhound at Gmail. I don't know, Bill. And me personally, it looks like the dude hasn't slept in probably, I don't know, 2 weeks. So, anyways. So, I got a clean slate. I want to hear some ideas. What do you guys want to see on future videos? The coin president. I don't know if I'm the coin president. I'll definitely be a cabinet member. There's a lot of people who I think should be on that pedestal of a coin president. You know, guys have been around the business for like 50, 60 years. I'm not that guy yet. I'm a quarter of the way there. Well, 3 engage, it's funny you said that. I know it's different from where you're at right now, but here, it's like everybody's walking. It's like whole families are walking all the way up until like 9, 10 o'clock at night. So, what live stream, right? What a weird time to do a live stream when everybody's supposed to be home. You guys are supposed to be locked down. Set order, that's a great question. I have stopped. Okay, not because I'm afraid to like touch anyone else's product, but the mere fact that I have seen a tremendous drop in views and revenue on my channel since this whole thing hit the fan. So what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of dialing back a little bit from purchasing. All the other collectibles too, I'm not buying as much, if any, just so I can keep a little bit of money. Because I have considered, believe it or not, because we have Amazon here nearby, getting a job with Amazon. If things get way too dire, they are hiring a ton of people. I think like 100,000 or plus, and just in this area, like 20, 30,000 to do deliveries. So we'll see. Apparently, there's a record amount of Amazon orders. So, you know, if it, I don't lick fingers, man. I don't even lick my fingers. Although I did gross out my wife one time when we first met. I got like ketchup or mustard on my shirt, and I went like this and licked it, and it grossed her out. But she still married me. Frederick, no, man. Although what I would do is hold up because Whitman Publishing will be releasing the updated Cherry Pickers Guide for both Volume 1 and 2. So stay tuned. That's going to be happening here. Well, it was supposed to happen second quarter of the year, and it might be pushed back because of this whole thing. Yeah. Yeah. Coin licking. Hey, isn't that how you show ownership? That's what kids used to do. I think I've done that a few times back when I was like 5 or 6. I'll lick this. It's mine. You won't touch it because it's gross. I don't think I would put my tongue near anything. Um, uh, you too, Coin Dragon. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. You as well. Stay safe. You and your family. Oh, clad sack dollars, like just gold dollars, or some of the errors, the ones that are errantly struck on the Susan B. Anthony planchets. Those exist, and they're expensive. Those you can't right now because graded companies are closed. I would certify it either by like Annex or NGC, and then consign it to a coin auction like Heritage or Stax Bowers or whatever. I would love to, Scent Hoarder. My collection is unavailable right now. It's stuck in a safe. Um, I have a few CAC coins. I don't actively search. I feel like that some of the coins are just way overpriced. I've actually sold a few coins here in the last couple weeks just so I could have a little money available. Help pay the bills. I'm not hurting super bad, but it's. I wish I would put more money in savings. Yeah, it's Dave. That's kind of like what a lot of other companies are doing too, especially the local auction scene. Supposedly, now is the right time to pick up certain coins. And I guess we could talk about that while it's going cheap. Starbuck Jeff, I don't know because I think their product's going to be available all the time. There isn't any rare, okay, the 2019S enhanced reverse eagle with a like 30,000 mintage limit that just seemed to take the whole world by storm late last year. There is none of that coming up for the foreseeable future. Sheila, yes, I still am. Yeah, my post office is small and they have no boxes available. I could do UPS store, but it's like 30 minutes away. 6,500 is low. Yep. I will consider anything under 25,000 to be a relatively low mintage limit. Hey, Paula, what's the date for the Great American Coin Hunt? Do you know the date range for that? Because it's for a full week, right? Or is it a month? God forbid, don't let your dinner get cold. Get your nutrients in. As you can tell, I have no problem eating. Oh, Brent, that's a good subject. I'm gonna write that down. You said proof sets, right? For like errors and that type of thing. I have a ton of proof sets. I could show you guys a thing or two. It always seems to me that the proof set errors are supposed to be very few and far between because they have higher quality control. So, hey Vin, I wanted to ask you, what did you need help logging into? I don't know. Sean, Shaun. Good idea, Brent. Thank you, sir. I'll do some research on that. Yeah, there's a number of proof sets that have like double dies and all that stuff. Oh, that's good, Mickey. I can imagine you have quite the extensive collection with all this stuff you've found, in addition to all the other stuff that you've bought on the secondary market. Yeah, thanks, Brent. Appreciate it. All right, yeah, looking for ideas. I'm gonna keep you guys busy here in the next few weeks, unless I get that job through Amazon. As a driver, they're looking for drivers right now. Oh, Bill seconds that with proof sets. Good idea. It's a great idea. Yeah, Mickey has had a pretty good run of luck, I would say. He's top notch. Mid-state proof-like coins. So kind of like what, Morgans or things of that nature. Well, silver. That's going to be an interesting release. I think that I'm not saying that they're due for something different, but I'm glad to see them trying to do. Yeah, Sheila, right? They're trying to do something different, and the Privy Mark implementation on a lot of coins is nothing new. Other countries, Canada comes to mind, has always done it on all of their bullion pieces, along with some of their coins. So it's nice to see the U.S. implement that into some of their coin designs. Um, Whether or not it enhances the value, it gives the coin a lot more character. A few other things that I think they should probably have a good one. 3 Engage. Appreciate it, man. You guys take care of Germany. Yeah, be safe. Creative Carla. 2019s are getting crushed right now. You could get them at a really cheap rate. Even some of the graded coins, if you're not hung up on like early finds and early discoveries and all that stuff, you could get like mid-state 65s of each one of the 5 designs for 2019 for about 20 to 25 bucks. So they have come down quite a bit, which makes them a pretty good buy graded. So that way you don't have to uh, I guess that way you guys don't have to pay for the grading fees, because that would be a waste of money. But if you're looking for individual 2019 West Point quarters, raw or graded, they're cheap right now. Would I throw a bunch of money into it if the deal is right? Like if someone had a full roll, at like $2 or $3 a coin, that might sound entertaining. But yeah, don't hedge your bets on some. I would be much rather easy to go into silver because it's starting to rebound right now, and that's going to be a safe bet for months to come. Oh, Rage, you have a drive-through for the bank that they'll give you the box of coin. All my drive-throughs have the capsule that shoots up into the ceiling. So I doubt they'd be able to. I don't know what PCGS is going to do. They're not touching client inventory right now because of the stuff going on. They just have, I guess, the kind of like couple essential people. Oh, as far as deadlines, I'm not even sure. Uh, I've heard that they're not going to do a thing when it comes to like reimbursing people because you've paid more for a certain service, like a quicker turnaround. That I don't think they're going to do anything about it. That seems to be the general perception. I was even on the Collectors Universe forums, and everybody seems to think that there's going to be no leeway on that. Oh, okay, very cool. Yeah, we don't have anything like that around here. That's a pretty neat coin there, Steve. You gonna send that to me as a complimentary gift? Although I'll feel bad when I have to wipe it down with a Lysol towel. Yeah. 1879 Morgans are underrated. They are cheap for the date, but they're also overproduced too. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing, man? Yeah, Paula. Yeah, I'll shoot you a message probably Monday. Thanks for coming by. Love seeing you. Yeah, it's heavy. 25 pounds. Hey, John Moore, how are you guys enjoying your 99-cent gas? You can fill up, but you just can't go anywhere. There's nowhere to go. They want you at home. Oh, Joe, yeah, we found a few 2019 West Points. They're slow and go, man. For the people that are most remote from the drop areas, I hear just through the grapevine that the U.S. Mint is going to attempt to do some sort of equalization as far as the distribution to areas that are generally untouchable. So let's see what happens. Well, Bill, it really depends on because you said experimental. I mean, is it a like, for instance, 65 quarter struck on a 90% silver planchet? Because the weight is going to be almost negligible. They're about the same. You would have to do a specific gravity test. A coin shop, if they have those little meter gun things, could do the gravity test. They could do the composition outlook of that coin. That's going to be your best bet. Sheila, well, isn't it still in the works? That's what I hear. I hear both sides are like going at it. You know, I don't know. Well, what's everyone going to do with $1,000? You're either going to pay it toward a mortgage or a rent or save it or. Hey, Scott, have a good one, man. Yeah, you guys be safe. Red Chick, where's it at? I use this thing. It's called a phone scope. It's a clip-on that you use onto your like phone device. Well, I use my iPhone quite a bit. Buy toilet paper if you could find it. Well, you could buy it on like Amazon or eBay, but you know, prepare to pay. Pay the man. Hey, got to have posed a really good question, okay? Because the last time that we had any sort of crappy economic thing happen was way back in 2008, 2009. So when the market dropped, what happened? People had less money to spend, right? Therefore, the US Mint provided and minted less coins for 2009. Do you guys remember that? 2009 nickels and dimes are extremely tough to find, you know. And why are 2009 nickels selling for $1 a piece, whether they're circulated or not? It's because they're kind of like a modern date key. Yeah, I haven't seen any 2020 coins where I'm at yet. Although I haven't been to the bank. I'm not actively looking right now till all this blows over. Although I'm a firm believer that if you're able to go to the bank and buy specifically brand new rolls of coins, those are going to be safe to search through as far as this whole virus thing is going. I've had a number of people say, ah, man, I'm taking a break for roll hunting and just coins in general just because of the possibility that, you know, and I'm like, okay, yeah, well, the hobby's always going to be here when everything blows over. So you can't prevent people from, you know, from stopping. Yeah, Papa Giorgio, I would have no problem dumping it, using it seed money to buy rolls. That would be smart. I have no fear of going through rolls. You know, even though people think that, you know, "Hey, I'm not touching money." Well, yeah, don't touch paper money, but you can touch coins. Use gloves. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, Mickey. I would imagine so. I haven't bought anything. I haven't bought anything since I bought the three proof sets from the mint like 4 weeks ago. I bought those, talked about it, and that was it, man. That was that I was all in. Well, I wasn't completely all in with that. After everything happened last week, I'm like, well, I really don't feel like going to the bank right now. I don't. Although I'm debating on whether or not I should take out some cash just to have it on hand. People are speculating that the digital side, the credit card side of things are going to encounter problems. I'm like, I don't see that happening. Our internet and our digital infrastructure is still working just fine, so I don't see anything happening with that. Yeah, 2020 coins. There are certain parts of the country where where they show up. Not yet, Papa Giorgio. Actually, I want to obtain one and then talk about it. Did you get some half dollars, Mickey? That seems to be your bread and butter. Jay David, the only thing that I caution with soapy water is that it will leave a film that might tone coins a little bit differently, even if you don't apply any sort of cleaning friction to the coin. Personally, I don't recommend it. The only thing I would recommend is put all the coins in the bowl and dump acetone all over it. It will not harm any sort of copper nickel clad coin. On pennies, you might get a little bit of film residue from the acetone. Michael, it was just that time, man. It's just it works. It's not mysterious. Okay, it's not a surprise that it's happening. There are certain things in this world that when it happens, it's going to affect the market and the economy, and everything else is going to go down. But there's always going to be safe haven things that people are going to invest in. Like we talked about 20 minutes ago, the fact that silver and gold has pretty much recovered all of its losses from the last week. Silver has jumped up a few dollars since last week. So I think people were profit taking in PMs, and that's why we saw a dip and then an increase because people are hedging using that PMs. Silver coins. Did you guys know that silver, in general, that particular composition of metal is a microbacterial type of metal, which kills most bacteria. Not, I don't think viruses, but it's just a clean, safe metal to handle. Because of what it is. I love gold too, man. I'm holding off from buying anything at this juncture with just how crazy just prices are, and just the overall I don't know. It's very volatile right now, and especially collectible coins, and that's probably why some of these big auction companies like Heritage and Great Collections that do the auctions every week, they've pushed everything back 2-3 weeks. All the sales. I love Morgan dollars. I think my favorite is probably. I'm trying to think of ones I've owned. My 1889 CC, I'm especially proud of, even though it's been cleaned. But it's a key date too. Yeah, yeah, I heard about that. Let's see what Vin said here. Oh, Vin, yeah. What country are you in, if you don't mind me asking? Are you in Korea or? Yeah, that is a Bob. That's a marquee variant, 7/8 tail feather. Oh, one of my favorites. I've owned a few of those. I think I cherry picked them. They're hard to cherry pick nowadays because it's a very recognizable Vietnam. Yeah, I think it's probably Vietnam. S-Clyde quarters, yeah. The U.S. Mint sold those things in bags of 100, I believe. And if I had to remember right, I think they were like $34.95. And a lot of people ended up spending those. Michael, it's probably been about a year, buddy. But my most recent, or that's relatively recent cherry pick where I made a good profit. I ended up buying off of, I think it was Northeast Numismatic. So I bought a unattributed um, repunch date Indian headset that was like a mid state 64 or something, and I quadrupled my money off of it. It was a nice variety. Yeah, yeah. It's tough to make an assessment if you don't see, you know. Yeah, it's a possibility with the whole world currency thing. There's just a lot of unknowns. All I do know is you know, you worry about yourself, number one, and stop spending frivolously, I guess. Like, let's say, for instance, what would you guys do if you got $1,000? I've heard a few responses already, and you know, it's like, yeah, we could make light of it, but you know, it's not exactly free money because I think the last time we had a stimulus or something of that nature that we ended up paying for it in our taxes, right? Let's see. Steve, that's a good question. That is such a broad question, man. There's a lot of different various dates of all coins. A lot of the newest coins outside of the penny, you don't really see a lot of varieties in them. So the new Shield Sense, there was a lot of doubled dies, all right? And those are generally the coins that you're going to come across more frequently. Yeah, silver is still performing extremely strong for the physical stuff. So any sort of physical PMs that you may have are selling for what they were pre-COVID. Kind of hard to imagine. Again, if you were going to jump onto precious metals investing, you're going to have to do the ETFs because the physical stuff aren't available currently. People are withholding businesses. Like I talked about, APMEX and MCM are holding back their inventory. They don't want to sell it at 11 bucks an ounce, and I don't blame them. Yeah, I'd love to hear the grade of this coin. Sheila, how are you holding up? I'm glad to see you. I really am. Yeah, you brighten up my day. You've been around my channel for years. Proof sets are going to be affordable. And they're probably going to be one of the safest coins to look through. If people are really hung up on this whole cleanliness thing, proof sets and sealed BU rolls of coins. Okay, because if you can imagine taking a piece of, you know, like an antiseptic wipe or a Lysol little wipe or whatever, and wipe down something. All right, you want to make sure that you're not wiping directly onto the coin. But if you had like full rolls and proof sets, things that are encapsulated, you can easily wipe those off. It's not going to damage anything. So, yeah, I know we say scrap price, but have you guys seen how much scrap is selling for? They're selling for tremendous premiums right now. Like right now, silver is like 14 bucks an ounce. You can't get anything at 14. If you had one dealer out there for every 100 that sold it for scrap, you would be making a killing. Just give it like 90 days. Hey Mark, how you doing, sir? I know, Hepler, it's a lot more personable when you're able to see the individual. Well, David, people come across proof sets less frequently, whereas regular basic coins, business strike stuff that generally is handed to you at every conceivable retail location, restaurant, is right there. You know, people don't hand out proof sets for change. So, to a lot of people, proof sets just don't exist. And I think for some of us that know that they exist, are kind of like a hotbed. Plus they have really nice semi-low mintages. There's a lot of mintages under a million. A lot of the modern proof sets are incredible. My personal favorite is proof sets from the 60s. You're just not going to find a better value with some of the silver that's in there. Hey, Ed, you're going to be the advocate on that. Let me know how it goes. Hey, good job, Benzo. I found a few of those. It's one of my favorites. Although the couple that I've found have this unsightly white haze on there, so I'm like, it's not gradable. Hey, MG, good job, bud. Now, did you buy physical silver or did you have to get ETFs, paper trading? Tina, silver and gold, they trade on the same wavelength. Think of it as a roller coaster with two seats. It's silver and gold always sitting in the same row of seats. And when the market fluctuates, they fluctuate on the exact opposite curve of that. So if the economy goes to the crapper, PMs performs strong because people are dumping money. They're taking money out of stocks, bonds, and all that stuff, and they're putting it into PMs. Oh, Frederick, it's funny you say that. Here, let me do this. I'm going to put that on my idea sheet here. Top 10. And if you can see my finger, I'm just scrolling back on the quarter double dies. That's a good one. Thank you. I'm actually doing a video on the top 10 national park quarters. That's going to go live in the next 24 hours. Tina, silver did go down. It's recovering. It's recovered about 35% of its losses from a week ago. It went up $1 an ounce today. Pretty crazy. Things are recovering. People are throwing money in this uncertain time. They're throwing it into something that will perform. And then there are people that dump money into guns and firearms and armaments and all that stuff. BJ, thank you for letting me know. I just got my Facebook up and live, ladies and gentlemen. So I will be going through the scores of various messages on there. I'm going to be posting new stuff. I'm going to get my Instagram going as well. So for those of you that are into that sort of thing. Imperial Label, just go ahead and shoot me an email, man. BlueRidgeSilverhound@gmail.com. Would love to take a look at your art. I got plenty of time, so you guys have me in the corner, and I'm fine with that. I need stuff to do. Oh, did you already send it? I'll check it out. Bill 457, it's still Blue Ridge Silverhound. It might be 4 separate words as opposed to all one, like I have it on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Who is that? That is Mark Speltz. Glad you asked. That is put on hold indefinitely for now. Because I'm not spending any money for video equipment and all that. I was going to buy a new microphone. One of the stick ones, the nice ones that you see podcasters use. I'm not going to dump any money in anything right now because I'm losing money on this channel, mostly in part that I'm not quite up to like some of the other guys' levels, like Couch Collectibles and JB Coins, where they have club memberships and merchandise and all that stuff. I thought about doing it, but like the membership, I really wouldn't have anything to offer you guys in return for your membership fees every month. It wouldn't be fair. So that's, I'd rather just do just straight up ads on the videos. And it sucks, believe me, but a lot of them are, you could skip a lot of them. So, but I appreciate your guys' support. But as of right now, I'm holding off on the new channel. Holding off on any merch or anything like that. Maybe in the future, I might do some merchandise like coffee mugs and, custom little doodads. Like what coin roll hunting mats is the good thing. But people aren't coin roll hunting right now. Yeah, Tina, I've think I've talked to him about it on a few occasions. Yeah, the 42 over 41 is commonly counterfeited, but you can tell because there's a few, you know. Diana, you want a little bit of advice? Because I've actually done a lot of consultation work for people that wanted to do YouTube channels, and they've done okay. So it's a multi-step process if you wanted to do a YouTube channel, okay? And you got to have a subject that is not over competitive. Like right now, if I said, "Oh, Sean, I'm going to do a video on makeup tutorials," that's an awfully competitive thing. You got to put your own unique spin on it. Make it very comedic or whatever. Let your personality shine through. But also keep in mind that when you're setting up your channel, make sure you set up everything. Don't half-ass it, I guess, is, pardon my French. You want to make sure you custom make your banners. You want to make sure that you have the best video editing software that's available out there. You have to invest into it to get the returns on it. In addition, social media. Okay, if you're into Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, make sure you open it all up in one fell swoop, so that way you're ready to go. So there's a lot. I like my channel because of its size has been open since 2009. So I've invested a lot of time into it. 11 years, So it's people have always asked me, why don't you have 500,000 subs yet? Well, number one, it's a very niche subject. I mean, look at some of my other contemporaries like Couch Collectibles and JB's. JB's has found a different kind of like really cool family niche that's pumping up his channel. He used to be subscriber wise under me for the longest time, and he exploded within the last year. All right, he's doing everything right. He's putting all of the everything in there, adding merchandise and a club fee, on the YouTube channel, which something I'm not going to debate. I'm not going to do the join the membership thing because I have nothing to offer. I offer all my advice and information and everything like that. Merchandise I might do. I do have a T-shirt line that's floating around somewhere out there. So, who hasn't paid? Did someone buy something from you? You want me to offer bathwater? Ugh. Ew. Would you drink your own bathwater? I wouldn't. Oh, man. Hey, Vin, we're here to help, man. Whatever you got going on, whatever ails you. Hey, John, is that a sack struck on a Susan B. Anthony planchet? Like, can you flip the coin over on its side and see nickel, copper, nickel? Like the sandwich? I could do a video on foreign coins. I've done a few of them in the past. As a matter of fact, some of my earliest stuff, I did a lot of foreign. So I encourage you to check it out. So we're coming up on 60 minutes. And we're probably going to close it out here in the next couple minutes. I want to thank you guys for joining in. Sorry I couldn't address every single one of you. A lot of great stuff. I have a few ideas that I'm going to put into play. Come visit me on Facebook. Or if you're not a Facebooker, you could always email me, BlueRidgeSilverhound at Gmail. Yeah, you definitely need to check it out, Vanessa. By the way, hello. Empyrean label, 8 to 10 times power as far as a handheld loop. 8 to 10 times power. Anything um, surveillance and security? I can talk about that. I have security cameras in my house. It's pretty good. John Moore. I mean, that's a very nice coin. Personally, get it authenticated, but I've seen this coin sell for $7,500 to $10,000. It's an expensive coin. Very desirable rarity. A triplet is fine. Yeah, the Hastings triplet style is awesome. Christopher Cross, like the music artist from the 80s. Oh, you got the Swan system? Those are nice. It's the Fry's Electronics, right? Is that where you got yours? Because we have Swan too. And it's really easy to set up. Now the question is, do you have the wired version or the wireless? They're both pretty good. Australian coin collector. I love digital microscopes. I actually have a model. God, what is it? I paid like $80 for it, and it's on my Amazon store, and I use it for like auctions, eBay auction listings. I have a mild problem with that fakey Antec is that I'm allergic to cats. I would have a real problem with that. I mean, I don't need $10,000. That's not a. If I had to do it like 24/7, I would say no. Yes, there's been a lot of things in 2019 pennies. Oh, there's some pretty cool errors too. There's been a lot of neat errors in Shield cents in general. I've probably covered a lot of them, and you guys, I should do like one comprehensive video on all the errors you can find on the current generation Shield pennies, not nickels. I don't know why I said nickels. Shield pennies, cents. So, anyways, why don't you guys drop me a line? Mikey, that's a good double die. I have a few of those. I love it. It's so strong too. It's a strong double to die. Sheila, I intend to probably after they open back up for business. I don't know when that'll be. Oldest coin I have. I have a couple ancients, a couple Roman Greek ancient coins, probably 800, 900 AD. You know, maybe earlier than that. I have a few that are right around the birth of Christ era. I have a lot of old stuff. I'm an old soul. Favorite coin design and well, my birth year is 1978. My favorite coin design is Mercury dimes. They're just amazing. Yeah, I'm a homer when it comes to coin designs. I'm also a lover, and I enjoy the early Victorian era Canadian and British coins as well. I think I probably owned a Hadrian. Yeah, I'll probably do that, Mayab. Here, let me write that down. Top 10 favorite coins. Not expecting like a invest in type video, but it's gonna be my personal favorite. Vanessa, I've owned a lot of rare coins. I've owned a few Civil War tokens in which are less than 10 pieces known. I've owned a lot of rare banknotes. Best coin inventory apps. I'm old school. I use Excel spreadsheet. Sorry to burst your bubble, man. There's a few of them. I personally haven't deep dived into any of those. Favorite paper money design. I'm especially a fan of some of the earlier, like 1910s, 1920s Canadian, and some of the paper currency from 1860s from the US, some of the earliest iterations. BlueRidgeSilverhound is my coin channel name for YouTube. Hey, Brian's World. I'm still a pup. I'm still young at heart. Although I gotta lose some weight and get healthy. For everyone's sake, my family. All right, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up. 65 minutes strong. Holy crap. BlueRidgeSilverhound at gmail.com. My dad's favorite coin. Oh boy, he proof dollars. He used to get paid in proof and Morgan dollars when he worked at Playtex in Delaware. That was cool. That was like their quarterly bonus or whatever. They just got bags of Morgans and peace dollars back in the 50s. That was awesome. Hey Bob, what's your question, man? Before I jump off, I'm here for you. Oh, Rocky Mountain beer, ha ha ha. You're not the first one, by the way. I've had a number of people come on last minute. I just got here. I'm like, wait, I saw your name earlier. Hey, Junior. An unissued 1862 banknote. Now let's talk about this. Is it a crisp uncirculated example, or is it more or less like a obsolete banknote that that is never been issued, never been signed by bank representatives? What do you got? Oh, a New Jersey obsolete. They're cool. A lot. There are a few states and various banks that are still pretty common. But obsolete notes, man. When paper money was in short supply, the banks were printing their own money, and they were using other paper currencies and certificates as hosts for these. Now, who you gonna send your money to, kind person? Australian coin collector, good premium for silver is about $2 to $3 over spot. That's been kind of tough because for physical metal, there's not a whole lot of them out there for that. It's still up to 20, 21 bucks. So that's a tough one to assess. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for joining. It's 2 o'clock my end and probably 3 o'clock for a lot of you, and then everybody else in the world. Appreciate your guys' time. Um, Jessica Johnson, are you here? Grace me with your presence today. Are you selling any pennies today sometime? Yeah, Jessica puts on a really good auction with Chuck. Awesome. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, check him out. Check out Chuck Daughtry's site, Copper Coins. He's going to be on YouTube tonight for a. He does his auctions on some of his coins. He is the man, and Jessica is. I guess you're one of his admins. That you work closely with them on a lot of those. Jessica's awesome. She's exuberant and knows her stuff. You can't ask for a better ally when it comes to coin collecting. Anyways, appreciate your guys' time. As always, I'm your boy Sean, Blue Ridge. As always, I want to thank you guys. And yeah, Jessica, I'll see you guys later tonight. I got nothing else going on other than making dinner. But yeah, check out Copper Coins. He's going to be hosting a little auction, and Jessica will be there. Thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you sometime pretty soon in near future, without the virus thing or anything like that. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. Bye, guys.